Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Gail, and this is Real Life in Keto. And it's been pretty close to almost 3.5, almost 4 months since I recorded a video. So I thought I was well past due. And so I wanted to kind of catch up with everyone and let you know how it's going. I have my tree up. So, I didn't really know if I was going to put a tree up this year. For those of you new to my channel, I lost my husband to cancer. It'll be 8 months on the 2nd. This last week has been a bit of an emotional thing for me because we actually received the diagnosis November 22nd of last year of his stage 4 colorectal cancer. And on that day, it was the day before Thanksgiving, our world pretty much was turned upside down. And it was relatively quick. It was a very emotional roller coaster, 4.5 months. He passed away April 2nd. And like I said, it's going on 8 months that he's been gone. The last time I posted a video was back August 8th, a video of actually me talking to you. And I thought, well, it's kind of time. I need to touch base with everybody and let you know what's going on with me. November 22nd, which this year was Thanksgiving, was a fairly emotional time for me, simply because it marked the year since everything started, and to know how much has changed in a year's time gave me a lot to think about and a lot of emotions to go through. Originally, back in June, I had thought I would go to Indiana and spend Thanksgiving or like the long weekend with his family, and as it drew nearer, I just knew that emotionally I wasn't in the right place to do that. And I love his family. They're wonderful. They're good people. But I felt like I can't replace him, and all I would be is a reminder that I was there and he was not, especially since last year at Thanksgiving is when he went down to see them and he shared the news that he had cancer and that it was stage 4 colorectal cancer. At that point, he was intent on beating it, but, you know, we really didn't know to what extent how ill he really was. Overall, I'm doing well, I would say. I know that Hav is cheering for me from the other side. He was my best friend, and he would never want me miserable or unhappy. And so I know that he's over there, you know, doing whatever he's doing and wanting me to be happy. He would never want me to be miserable. I have been working towards starting the next chapter of my life and trying to move forward. I just think it's important. I don't want to be unhappy. I don't want to be stuck. I don't want to be miserable. And I know he wouldn't have wanted that for me. So overall, things are going really well. I'm doing fairly well, other than, you know, like I said, this kind of marking the beginning of everything starting this time period. So I did take 5 days off. And like I said, originally I had planned on going to Indiana for a quick trip, like down Friday, back Sunday. And then I just knew I couldn't, emotionally, I wasn't in a good place to do that. And so I stayed home and I put up my Christmas tree and, you know, did some other stuff around, helped, like yesterday, my sister and my nephew and I all went over and helped my dad put up Christmas lights at his place. And this year was a little bit different. Last year we put up Christmas lights the way my mom would have had them because it was the first Christmas without her. This year we kind of changed it up, and my dad did what he wanted to do as far as decorating. It still looks wonderful, but you know, it's his way of Christmas. And he's doing well. He is actually dating a very lovely woman, and I'm very happy for him. My whole family's like totally on board with him, because Mom was the same way as Javi, like wanting him to be happy, and she did not want him to be miserable. She wanted him to move on. So she made that very clear. She did not want him to not move on. She wanted him to not be alone. So so my dad is pretty happy, and it's pretty cute too. He's kind of like Twitter pated, so it's delightful. So I didn't know if I'd put up a tree this year. I didn't want to do it the way I always have. My ornaments, my ornaments are very eclectic, and they're from over the years. So there's just a tremendous amount of memories in them. And so originally when I put up the tree, I thought, well, I'll just put flowers on the tree, because the tree the lights were still on. It was tucked away in the guest bedroom, and I just had to pull it out, plug it in, basically straighten the branches out. So I went to the Dollar Tree, and I picked up a bunch of artificial flowers and cut them apart and put them on the tree, and that looked nice. And then I had a few other Christmas ornaments, decorations and whatnot underneath my bed stored, so I pulled those out and kind of picked through those and put some on. And then I added candy canes, and I like how it turned out. It's still a nice little tree without being overly emotional or putting me through, you know, down memory lane. You know, I can appreciate the Christmas tree without it being a painful reminder. So overall, I'm doing pretty well. Like I said, I'm moving towards the next chapter of my life, trying to be open to new experiences and new things, and that's going pretty well. I'm still working at the clinic. Everything with that's going fine. I'm still 90% keto, generally low carb, usually in ketosis. I do have moments where I make choices and, you know, eat things that are a little higher carb, and my weight really hasn't changed from, you know, where it's been for like the last 8-9 months. It's pretty much in the same place. I get a little puffy, I get a little bloated, like I can tell like I'm a little, oh well. But overall, gearing up towards the Christmas season, and, you know, just doing the best I can. That's all we can really do. As far as like keto coaching, I've pretty much been helping people for free. I never really got back into like trying to make it a business after Jav passed. Now, because the media has, you know, jumped on the bandwagon as far as keto is concerned, and it seems like everywhere you look, somebody's trying to make a buck on it, I help people for free, and I give advice, and I try to help them get on track. That's what I would rather do. I'm not, as I told someone very dear to me recently, I am not money motivated. I am not out there to make a big buck. I would much rather help somebody and help them find health and wellness than, you know, cash in on somebody else's issues. So, and with that being said, if you have any questions or comments, or, you know, anything that I can help you with, feel free to leave them below. And if you are struggling with grief and you need somebody to listen, or if you want any, you know, suggestions or whatever, I'm willing to help you there. There is no wrong or right way to grieve, and nobody really teaches you how to grieve. You have to work through everything on your own, and find your own way. I just know for me and my family, we've lost quite a few people over the years. I lost my brother 26 years ago during Labor Day weekend. I lost, you know, grandparents. I lost my mom. I lost my birth dad, died when I was 12. You know, and then Jav, and so you have to figure out your own way to deal with those losses. and how to go on and live life and try to still find joy in life. I think that's really important. I know that the people that I have lost would never want me to be miserable or stuck or unhappy. You know, and the way I look at it is, with my belief system, they're all in a better place than I am. They're doing fine. You know, we're the ones down here trying to figure it out. They're figured out. They're good. At least, you know, that's my belief system. So, yeah, I'm doing okay, and feeling pretty positive about the future and hopeful, and I'm going into the holidays with the best attitude I can possibly, and still trying to share, you know, that positivity the same as Hav would have wanted me to, the same as he always tried to, you know, hanging on to those good parts and trying to share those with everyone. I mean, that's the best we can do. So I didn't want this to be super long, so I'm going to say thank you for watching, and hopefully I will send another video your way relatively soon. I hope everyone had a very blessed Thanksgiving, and that you enjoyed time with family and friends and counted your blessings, because that's what we need to do, count our blessings always. And thanks for watching, and keto on.